BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. Look, we back with another episode. It's Tuesday again, 5:30 of course. So look, like I told y'all last week, that cake didn't last no time. I went to work, came back, it was gone. So, we're gonna stick with the cake too, right? Fire department's gonna stand by, and we're just gonna do another. So this time, now apparently this cake thing, soda cake, has been a thing. Like, my mama knew about it, and everybody else like, oh yeah, that's how you make a 7-up cake. But they don't know that I was making other things, right? Anyway, we're gonna try today brownies with cherry coke. Is it gonna be good? I have no idea. I have no clue, but that's what we're doing. So we're gonna stick with the cake. Brownies, not brownies. We got our pan, a bowl, this 12 ounces of soda. That's the recipe. I kid you not. So this time, now last week, I looked and I was like, nah, I'm gonna put some eggs in it. So this week, I'm not gonna put no eggs in it. Okay, we're gonna do it strictly just how they say on TikTok, and that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, what y'all been up to, right? What's going on? What's the news? What's the happenings? I have been at work. I did not go to WITFest. It has been crazy at work, and I went to work Saturday morning with all the intentions to get off work and take a little nap, and then go to WITFest. I took a nap and then woke up and it was like 5 o'clock. So yeah, didn't make it to WITFest. First time ever. Can't say that I'm upset about it though, because I really needed the rest. But I can say that I feel like I missed something, so it's okay. I'll catch one next year. Next year I'll have my car, so it'll be an even more fun event. Other than that, Zeke's playing flag football, and he is playing. So we are super proud of him. He's getting better and better every practice. We trying to, keep him on the same, keep the excitement up for him. It's hard when you got somebody that's never played football before, and you got kids that play all the time, they smacking you around. Like, I've been doing good too. Like, I haven't jumped out the truck and been like, hey, what you doing? One time I did, okay. So one time, so Zeke is taller than all the rest of the kids, just about, right? And they don't really think he's 6, but he is. He's just tall. His granddaddy's tall. His other grandfather's tall. I'm tall. His brother's tall. I mean, my brother is tall, so he's gonna be tall by default, right? It's in the genealogy. So anyway, they kept putting him with this big kid, and this kid was pushing my son to the damn parking lot. Like, every play, he was just running. They was just running across the field the opposite way. And I got mad because, I can see my kids starting to get upset and get frustrated. So I'm like, okay, somebody explain to him what's happening. They wasn't explaining to him. So every time the little kid pushed him to the parking lot, they made my son do some push-ups. Well, hold on. I got questions. I got something to say, because we just not going to be making my kid do a bunch of push-ups. So I went over. I waited. I got out. I gave him the thumbs up, so he could see that I was watching and, keep trying and all that. But after practice, I was like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? My son that never played football before, a day in his life. First of all, what we need to work on, I'm his daddy. I'm going to always be here. And, we ain't got to worry about, no extra parenting, because we got it. So what's up? So he was like, yeah, make him do some push-ups, man. Make him do some, some sprints. Make him do some man stuff. And I was like, what? So anyway, the moral of that conversation was my kid's not really aggressive, which I understand that. They've never played football. They don't be aggressive with each other. I don't allow that. So it's all new for everybody. It's fine. But he's doing an exceptional job catching on. So I'm proud of him for that. So call your friends. Tell them to tune in. We're finna make this cake. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are back. Fudge brownies and cherry coke. 2 ingredients. We're gonna get to it, straight to it, just like that. So in goes 12 ounces of cherry Coke. 12 ounces in the bowl. The rest of it, you drink it. We got our cherry Coke, 12 ounces. And then this is a chocolate pack, came with it. And then add that. We're going to add this too. Boom. Brownie mix. The only thing we're leaving out is the eggs and the oil of this one. So make sure you preheat your oven to 350. It's going to go in for 350 for 20 minutes. We're going to check them guys. All right. We're going to give them up a stir. We got all our stuff in the bowl. We're going to mix them up. So when I say last week, it took everything in me not to add, everything in me to keep from trying to add them eggs, taking me out. So this week, I'm just going to not listen to the voices in my head and just do it. All right. I know, it's crazy, but that's what we got going on. So anyway, we got it all mixed up. We're going into the pan. Boom. It's crazy. My mama even knew. She was like, yeah, them bubbles supposed to make your cake. You're supposed to take the place of this and that. I was like, say what? This is all fascinating to me, of course, because this is new and I don't do this type of stuff. So, it's all new to me. But yeah. And you can take, it tastes like chocolate milk. That's pretty cool. And you can taste the batter once you mix it all up and pour it in your pan, you can taste the batter. You gotta be worried about eggs and salmonella and all that kind of craziness, right? Okay, guys, our oven's ready to go. So we're gonna put this thing right on in the oven. Get to baking. See what happens. Here's to it. Good luck. All right, folks. So we got our brownie in the oven, and we're gonna wait 20 minutes. 20 minutes, we're gonna check it, see if it needs to go any further, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, guys, we back. So brownie is in. It's getting ready to come out here shortly. Like I said, this was the recipe. Brownie mix, 12 ounces of this guy, and we're gonna see what happens. It's taking everything in me not to redo it with some eggs. But that's the chef in me. So sometimes things change, right? Like I told you, my mama knew about this. I had no clue. I don't bake, so it's fine. And there are not tons, there are probably about 8 different more recipes with just box cake mix and a soda, 12 ounces. So I'm gonna put them on the screen so y'all can see them, check them out. I found them on TikTok. Just put soda cake in the search bar, and it'll give you every single one. And I honestly think that this could be a cool little series. Like I might just do them all and see what happens. Why not? They get ate up so fast. I'm not worried about it, right? So anyway, yeah, it's off. Cut the oven off. I'm gonna go ahead and let it cool off a little bit. Pull them out. Too cool. Let me tell you about this date I went on. So me and Doc went out, right, for one of her homegirls, one of her other therapist colleagues' birthday party. She turned 40, I think. And so we went to a place called Yardbird. So let me tell y'all. First of all, I don't be going far away from home. Check this out, y'all. Brownies. So let's see. I'm gonna let them cool. First of all, I don't be going far away from home all the time. I don't like to drive far and then eat and drive back, right? Because we like to have a good time, right? Anyway, so we went to a place called Yardbird. They seated us, I think it was a party of like 20. They seated us by the table. So my back was to the kitchen through the expo window, right? And the lady kept looking at me when she was looking over my shoulder. So I was like, well, what are you looking at? She was like, I'm looking at the food trying to see what it is. So I started turning around and look to see what they had, what was coming out, what was what. The chef was a black guy. And he showed up and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "No much." He's like, "Y'all enjoying yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what's coming out of the window." I said, "The food looks good." I said, "But what does it taste like?" You know, I didn't tell him I was a chef. Anyway, he was like, "Yeah, what you thinking about?" I was like, "Well, either the beef short rib or the smoked meat platter, whatever it was called." So anyway, he was like, yeah, I brine my chicken for 36, 42 hours. And our beef short rib is the most tender you'll ever find anywhere. I suggest that one. What size you thinking about? I was like, well, I'm thinking about the greens, but I don't want them to be, greens with a bunch of stems because it was collard greens, right? I'm like, I don't want them to be greens with a bunch of stems in them. I'm sure y'all didn't pick them like that. My mama picked them. So he was like, nah, man, my mama showed me how to make this recipe. And years ago when I was a young kid, and I've stuck with it ever since, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool, right? So I'm listening to the guy. He sold me, right? I get my food. I ordered, exactly what he told me. I ordered the smoked meat platter, got the collard greens on the side. And I wanted to order this cornbread, but it was like, I ain't really a fan of hot stuff, right? Hot going in, it's going to be hot coming out. And I just ain't a fan of it. So let's leave it be. So this was like a smoked jalapeno cornbread. I wanted to try it, but then I'm like, nah. So cool. Get my food. It looks amazing. He was right about the beef short rib. It was very, very tender. He was right about the ribs. The ribs were very, very good. I had like a pile of like shredded chicken, smoked chicken. It was good. But then I had a leg quarter, and man, let me tell you something. I don't know what it was, but that leg quarter made me sick. Yeah, I was eating and I was like, well, I'm getting full. I think I'm gonna stop. You know, so the next day I jump up, warm my food up. Now if you know Chef Jeff, I heat my food up. It's one that I'm temping. I use my thermometer. This guy, I use my thermometer to warm my food up from wherever I buy it from. So if I bring home a to-go box, which most of the time I leave mine. If I bring a to-go box home, I'm gonna make sure mine is 170 to 180. Make sure she was done again. I ate that plate and I got sick, y'all. So I'm like, well, it wasn't food poisoning, but it just maybe didn't agree with me. So we went there. It was all right. We went to another place called the Landing. The Landing is a place. It's in the Epic Center on Grand Prairie. And Grand Prairie has this place called the Epic, and they have different restaurants and water shows and all kind of attractions over there, right? So we go over there with another couple of friends that we hang out with quite frequently that we enjoy. Like we don't hang out with everybody, and everybody don't mesh with us, right? And you just have to understand that everybody ain't on what you want. Cool. But they on what we on, and so we have a good time with them. We go out with them, and we always sit. We always have some laughs. We reminisce. We talk about what it used to be like. You know what I mean? Because apparently, well, I just come across. We've been in Texas 10 years, and like all the stuff that happened, things that the relationships that I still have or don't have anymore, kind of stem from just dealing with what I deal with here in Texas, right? So it's not like somebody I knew before I got here. I became friends with this dude, and when I met him, he was single. Now he married with two kids. You know what I'm saying? He living, he doing his thing, and I'm like real proud of him. But we hang out and we have a good time. We talk, we reminisce, we try stuff, we drinks. We try drinks and all that kind of stuff. So there, it's like sit in the living room. It's called the Landing. Sit in the living room and you pay $30 per person to sit on these couches. They nice plus couches. They bring you food. So it's a lot of bar food, right? Different little drinks. I had a smoked Manhattan. Man, bartender did his thing on that one. I had the brisket egg rolls, which so this place used to be a barbecue spot, and so the dude service selling point was like, yeah, they took everything out but the smokers. So we use the smokers to smoke out brisket like 48 hours, so it's the most tender, smokiest brisket you'll ever have. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, because everybody smokes their meat here, and everybody swear that they are the best at smoking meat, and they don't be the best at smoking meat. So anyway, uh, had the brisket egg rolls, wasn't that good. Doc had some Chinese salt and pepper wings. Everybody else said they were good. I wasn't a fan. and there was something else we had. Oh, the smoked brisket queso. Now that was good. But all in all, it was a good time. They had the FIFA game on. We watched that, and we just chopped it up, caught up. I, we are that couple that we got to get on people's calendars like 6 weeks out, 4 weeks out. Like we can't just be like, "What you doing tonight?" Because everybody that we fool with is doing something. Like they are professionals in their field. They working or they are working towards another degree or whatever the case may be. So they kick. I mean, they come out, but you got to put them on the schedule, right? So we had a good time with them. It was pretty good. So I can't complain about it. You know, having a good time being out with my baby. And then Father's Day, you know what I'm saying? They took care of your boy. They took care of your boy. I felt fellas, if you didn't get them for Father's Day, I'm sorry, but I did, okay? And so you know, I can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it. And they did their thing, they did their big one. I got to eat at a place I didn't want. I've always wanted to eat at. Um oh, that place is called China Bull in Pantego, Texas. China Bull Express. There's one in Dallas, Texas as well. And when they say two people can eat out one plate, they're not lying. Man, look, I got three different types of chicken: orange chicken, bourbon chicken, General Tso's chicken over rice. Man, what I'm talking about, so good. So I got to eat there, come home, put my feet up, and not touch a thing, not do nothing, not lift a finger. And then Doc got me another $100 gift card to Summit Racing. So I'm going over there to buy some parts. You already know how that go. So my Father's Day was cool, and the whole time this is the first Father's Day I have ever had to work. I had to work that, and like I said at the beginning, I missed Whip Fest because I fell asleep. So it's been a rough work week, but personal life, it's been great. So I think we can let this cake cool off and come back and cut a piece and see what happens. All right, we'll be back. All right, let's get us a piece, see what happens, see what's up. I like the corner piece. We're gonna get a little sliver for right now because I want to taste it. We're gonna taste it a bit, see if it's cooled off enough, see if it's gonna hold together, right? See what's going on with this thing. Mm, okay. 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 I stole a piece. Don't tell nobody. Okay, guys, we back. And the brownie is done. And um I'm tired because I had to take a break. The brownie cooled down, but when the brownie cooled down, I had to go to the gym, meet with my trainer. I do have a trainer, and I'm in there getting for the summer. Next summer though, not this one, not this summer. I'm talking about next summer. We're gonna get right. Um, and today was leg day, and it hurt really bad. But anyway, um, we gonna get to taste this brownie, see what's going on, right? Okay, so like I said, we got brownie mix with uh cherry coke. All right. I personally think we probably could have got away with maybe like some type of frosting or something. But then again, you may not need that type of stuff, right? Also, again, I'm not a baker. I don't know what it needs because I don't be baking. But this by here by itself seems like it's gonna be a hit. Now, last time I made that cake, I went to work. I had a piece with y'all. I went to work and I thought about it all day, like, ooh, I'm gonna get him this cake. You know what I'm saying? I get home and it's this much left. I kid you not. There's a sliver left. It was just enough for me to go. And that was it. This stuff don't last long. That's why I said I could do a little series on these little cakes because nobody, I mean, by the time I think about it again, the kids gonna be to ate them, especially with these summer stomachs. I don't know what's going on, but school needs to start back quick. I think next year I'm putting them in summer school. I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all. Let's get us a piece out of here. I'm gonna get a big piece this time because I don't want to miss out. All right, check us out. Don't mind my Dixie plates because I do what we gotta do. But check it out. Didn't stick to the pan or nothing. And this is just raw straight brownie. Like I ain't putting nothing else on it. So you're gonna see what's happening. Oops, got my phone. Okay. So good. All right. So do you remember back in the day? This might be for some of y'all time. There used to be a devil's food cookie. It was like hold on. So good. Okay, so it was a devil's food cookie. It was like a cake wrapped in a marshmallow covered in like dipped in chocolate. Then it had like a rich marshmallowy gooey flavor to it. That's this. And it's got that hint of cherry in it because we use that cherry coke. It's so good, and then it's moist too. I thought it was gonna fall apart. It's not. So, this is so good. I ain't supposed to be eating this. Don't tell my trainer. But if you do it just for the show, I'm just eating this one piece. The munchkins is definitely waiting on it. Zeke been here like 3 times. Like, you know the cake yet? So, you was with me. I was with you. Box cake, soda cake. We did a brownie this time. 1 brownie mix. 12 ounces of cherry cola. Look what we got. And it's good. Like, really good. So I'm about to eat. I'm going to catch y'all next week. Another episode of This Dope Cooking Show. Love y'all. Peace.